All right. So some time ago, before I really had any ability to call myself a teacher or even a very good bridge player, I became um, enamored of several gadgets, and probably should have spent more time learning how to play the cards. But I thought these gadgets were really important, and they all had to do with finding a fit in responder suit. Finding a fit in the responder suit. It's real easy when we play a natural system to open our 5 card major and have our partner have 3 in support. And there we are. We found our fit. We found our 8 card major, right? And that's all well and good. But very often, the fit is in the responder's hand. And this is where I became enamored of several gadgets. Now, I taught that class, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. I mean, basically, it was a bunch of Billies and me having some fun. Um, I got a few more miles under my belt now, and feel a little bit more secure teaching. Um, and um, and I wanted to do this class again. I mean, I've always wanted to do it again because it's so fabulous. The whole idea is fabulous. So here's the basic idea where we can find ourselves in a number of situations where we open a minor. All right. Now, when we open a minor, we do so either because we do so first because we don't have a 5 card major, and also because we don't have a balanced hand that falls within an acceptable range for just opening, right? For just opening in a no trump, right? So if we have 15 to 17 points and we're 5-3-3-2 with a major, very often we'll go ahead and still open one no trump because we'll want to show our points. Now, when we don't have the major, right, we don't have enough to open 2 clubs, right, then very often we're going to open a minor suit, right? Now here, let's just take a look at South's hand. It's got 12 points, right? And playing standard, and there's lots of other ways to do this, but playing standard, we would say that we open one club and then we're going to rebid one no trump, and that's going to show a balanced hand of 12 to 14 points. And I don't, when I say 12 to 14 points, I'm not being a stickler here. You might have 11 and you might have 15. It could be a good 11, it could be a bad 15, right? But just think of it for now as a minimum hand, a balanced minimum hand. Right? Our minimum hands, our minimum hands are 12 to 14. Our balanced hands are 5-3-3-2, 4-4-3-2, and 4-3-3-3. 4-3-3-3. Those are the balanced shapes. Now, very often you'll see that when we're rebidding, we may decide that 5-4-2-2 is still the best way to bid. And we'll come across some hands where we'll see that. But right now, let's just start with this. This is 5-3-3-2, right? We don't have a 5-card major. We don't have a 4-card major. And I'm going to open this one club. It's really fun to play these hands, by the way, with the robot because the robot plays new minor forcing just like I teach it. Right? So we can actually play with him. Right? So robot responds one heart, and this is where we get the name of the class. Okay, if we look at one heart, come on, hover over one heart, right, and we see what the bid means. It's 4 plus hearts and 6 plus total points. Now I have 3 hearts. That means there's 10 more hearts out there, and in theory, robot could have 10 hearts. Right? I have 12 points. That leaves 28 points out there, and in theory, robot can have all of those points. But at the same time, he may only have 4 points, and he might only have 6 total points. Now, if you know robot language, you'll know that 6 total points is not high card points, but the amount of points it sort of judges itself to have. So this is what we call the ambiguous major. One heart being the ambiguous major. Let me answer to somebody. Okay. Right? So the ambiguous major, it's 4 plus hearts and 6 plus total points. Right? You have really no idea what's going on with North's hand yet. North hasn't passed either. So he can actually have a really good hand, right? And so it's forcing. Notice that 1 hearts is unlimited. Now, when we're learning how to bid, we're often talking. Please turn off your mics if they're open. If we're talking, when we're learning how to bid, we always talk, well, that's a forcing bid or that's a non-forcing bid. Well, here's a clue. If you don't know how many points your partner has, and they can have lots and lots of points, then it's a forcing bid. Okay? So if he hasn't done anything to limit his hand, then it's a forcing bid. Mute a few people. So 1 hearts is forcing, and now I make my second bid, right? I'm expressing the balanced hand by going up that no trump ladder. No trump ladder being, well, 1 club and then 1 no trump is a minimum, 12 to 14 balanced. If I open 1 no trump, that's rung up on the no trump ladder, that's 15 to 17. If I open and then bid 2 no trump, that's 1 step up still on the no trump ladder and showing 18 to 19. And finally, if I just open 2 no trump, I'm showing 20 to 21. Okay? So that's the no trump ladder. And this is the first step. 1 no trump showing, as the robot instruction shows, a balanced hand and 12 to 14 high card points. And then we get this next bid. Now, in any system, 2 diamonds here would be a forcing bid, right? Because North has not limited their hand yet. Right? But when we play new minor forcing, right, which is the name of this first gadget, we assign an artificial meaning to this 2 diamond bid. And this is a very common treatment. We're going to do new minor forcing, but other gadgets that people use are 2-way new minor forcing, and then there's one called XYZ, right? But all of them are basically just using the idea that 2 diamonds is artificial, right? And then we have in our system what we're going to learn: new minor forcing. Opener is on notice now that he has to bid, and he is being asked a question, right? And the question is in 3 parts. The question is in 3 parts. Partner first, do you have 3 hearts? Right? If I'd had 4 hearts, I would have bid them already, right? But so the first question is, do you have 3 hearts? And that's part 1. Now, if I don't have 3 hearts, partner's saying, could you bid the other major, right, of 4 spades? Now, that may seem a little like, well, wouldn't I have bid the spades? And the answer is not necessarily. Many people, myself included, will not bid a spade here with 4 spades, right? Because I figure, well, if the guy's got enough points to keep bidding, well, then I will show him the spades later, or he'll ask about them. We can still find a 4-4 fit if we need to go on. In the meantime, 1 no trump is often the very best place to be, with me playing it, with the declarer playing it, with the opener playing it, right? So in any event, first question, hey partner, you got 3 hearts, right? If I don't, second question, do you have 4 of the other major? And if I don't, then I simply show them some way to deny. And we do that by bidding no trump. Okay? Over in this situation, 1 club, 1 heart, 1 no trump, 2 diamonds, we do it by bidding no trump. So 2 no trump or 3 no trump here would deny having 3 hearts or 4 spades. And I use the jump to 3 no trump to also show my points. Okay, so 2 no trump here is 12 to 13 points. A jump to 3 no trump is saying I'm at the top of my range, 14 points, or a bad 15. Right? Now, because we have this system, it's very important that you not use new minor forcing unless you're comfortable finding your partner, the declarer, in 3 no trump. when he answers this 3 no trump, right? So don't pull it out with 8 or 9 points, because if your partner jumps, saying I have 14 high card points, he may find himself in a 3 no trump game with 3 no trump game and only having 22, 21 points, right? And that partner won't be happy with you for that much longer. So here I have 5, 10, 12 points, right? So I have a minimum. In my 12 to 14, I have dead minimum, right? So I bid 2 no trump. Now this allows partner to get out of the auction, right? This means they had invitational values and they're not happy playing 3 no trump against my 12 or 13 points. And if you look up at what he's got 8, 9, and 3, 11 points, 12 points, right? One of those points, the jack of spades, was pretty iffy until my hand came down. Now it's got good value. New minor force is invitational values at least invitational, but you can certainly play at game forcing. And many times you're going to still want to for the same reasons, finding that fit. Now let's go back, because I bid wrong, because I forgot that I had, sorry about that, I had 3 hearts. So my first answer is here, let me just load it up again. I got too many things going on here. I'll try to do it right this time. So if I didn't have 3 hearts, I would deny it and bid 2 no trump. Here I have the 3 hearts, right? So after I open up 1 club, my partner bids 1 heart, the ambiguous major. I bid 1 no trump. Artificial asking bid. Partner, do you have 3 hearts? If not, do you have 4 spades? If not, show me your range and no trump. Yes. So here we show the 3 hearts and we don't jump, right? Notice it's described as secondary support, 12 to 13 high card points. Okay. And now he signs off with 2 no trump at this point. Now I got to leave it there. Okay. I don't know if I would have made this decision as the robot, but robot's saying he's promising 5 hearts here. So I'm going to have a choice of playing it in 2 no trump or playing it in 3 hearts. And because I'm not all excited about it, I think I'm still just going to keep it in 2 no trump. All right. Other answer is to play it in 3 hearts. And I think I'm going to be happier just trying to make 8 tricks than trying to make 9 tricks. Let's try another one. What my shape of my hand is 4, 4, 3, 2. Right, so balanced. Do I have enough to open 1 no trump? Well, I've got 3, 4, 10, 12 points. So obviously no, I don't. So I'm going to open 1 diamond. We get a 1 spade bid. I bid 1 no trump, right? Minimum at 12 to 14. And we get an artificial bid of 2 clubs. And this is the other minor, right? New minor. Would it make more sense if they called it other minor forcing? I don't know. New minor, right? So partner, if you have 3 spades, show them to me. If you don't have 3 spades, show me your hearts, your 4 hearts. If you don't have those, deny having either by bidding something else. Now, notice that unlike where the new minor forcing is 2 diamonds, 2 clubs gives us another way to deny, right? Which is using 2 diamonds. And 2 diamonds here shows a minimum, 12 to 13, whereas 2 no trump, I guess robot isn't playing the same. 2 no trump will show a higher range, right? So I can show you 14, but your robot plays it by doing, robot just says go to 3 no trump. Okay. Either way, little thing to iron out. I generally will play two diamonds here. It says 12 to 14, 2 no trump. shows 14. Okay. So I'm going to deny it here by bidding the diamond. All right. So I'm saying I'm at the bottom of my range. I can't help your spades. I don't have 3 spades. I don't have 4 hearts. I only have 12 to 13 points. And now my partner says, well, let's go ahead and play it no trump then. And he doesn't go to game. Notice, once you pull out a gadget, North pulls out the gadget, he's really in charge of the hand. He's got 7, 8, 4, 12 points. Figures I have 12 points, and he decides that's not enough. I'm wondering if that's true, especially on this lead. We got 2 hearts, 5 spades, that's 7, the ace of clubs, and maybe a diamond trick to grow up. We should be able to get 3-0 there. All right. Anybody have any questions yet? And I'm sorry, I just can't teach and handle the tech stuff at the same time. You should be on Zoom or you should be on voice. If you want lessons sent to you at, you're going to need to email me. You're not going to be able to take down email things here. There's mine. You just send me an email and I'll make sure you get on the email list. All right, so let's try this one. I'm sorry, I really can't help you with that. No, Margie, this 2 diamonds is not that. No. See, there may be other ways to play these gadgets. The way we're going to learn it, which is the way the ACBL has it, which is the way the robot plays it, just 2 diamonds is showing a medium hand. A minimum hand, 12 to 14 points, and denying a major. Obviously, there's all sorts of ways to change these. Okay, so this time we have a pretty good hand, right? We have 5, 7, 12, 14 points. Once again, we're in a balanced hand, right? 5, 3, 3, 2. Once again, we don't have a 5-card major. So we're certainly going to open this with 1 club. And our partner bids 5 spades. Now, once we kind of see this flag of the ambiguous major, and that's why I gave it kind of a silly name, the ambiguous major, is that it's a flag, and big signs should go up in front of you. When playing with the robots, it's really easy because you can see that because you can see that it's been alerted, right? When you're playing with a robot. But playing with your partner normally, right? You wouldn't see that, but it should be a flag anyways. It should be a big old flag, and saying, "Hey partner, ambiguous major. I could have 5 of these. I could have a huge hand, right?" So your job is opener, which is true no matter what you're doing. Your job as an opener in your second bid is to somehow define your hand. If you can, limit your hand, right? But otherwise, you need to do something to show what's going on. For instance, you would show extra length of clubs, or you would show a second suit, right? Or you would reverse, showing extra points. Or you would jump in no trump, showing a balanced hand in 18 to 19, right? The idea here is to define your hand better so that your partner can help you out. And once you limit your hand, right? Once you limit your hand, then your partner should have a good idea at that point of what's going to happen. What's going to happen with this case, right? Where do you think you can go? Right? So North obviously has an invitational hand, right? And there's an interesting double by Robot, right? So he's got diamonds over there. We got a couple diamond losers now with figure, right? He's asking for a lead in diamonds, saying he has a diamond hand. And now we get to go on. Now, notice here we have 14 high card points. we have 14 high card points. The zoom is right there. I don't know what more to do for you. We have 14 high card points, and we have 3 spades. Right? Now, the priorities. 2 diamonds is the new minor forcing. 2 diamonds is the new minor forcing. So what we're going to do is we're going to show 3 spades if we have them. If we don't have 3 spades, we'll show 4 hearts. Notice we would not have gotten a chance to bid hearts if we had 4 of them. If we don't have 4 hearts, we'll deny by bidding 2 no trump or by bidding 3 no trump. Right? So here, no, it does not always imply 5 pieces. And it's a really good question. And people say that. And people will say that. And, you know, it's better to not think of it that way. I have used new minor forcing just to see if partner has at least 3 hearts. So that I know that, because I might only have a couple, right? I might be worried about hearts, right? I may not really want to get to 4-4. You should be able to get there by just clicking the link. And if you can't get there, I can't help you. I'm sorry. Right. Really sorry. I'm going to ignore all the messages, and I really apologize in advance, okay? There's just no way we're going to get through this material if we're dealing with the tech. If somebody in Kibbs can help, that'd be great. Right. So here, what is our bid? We've got 7, 9, 10, 14 points. Do we want it? We want to show the 3 spades. How would we go about also showing the fact that we have 14 high card points? Ideas? Yeah, exactly, Jim. We're going to jump. Pretty common, right? This is sort of almost natural bidding, right? We do this all the time when we jump to show extras. Same idea here. We're going to jump to show extras. And he bids 4 hearts. See what the robot means by that. Robot here is making a slam try. Yeah. It's actually showing another suit, but it's definitely some sort of slam try. Maybe offering to play in hearts as well, right? If he's 5-4, this would be his. That's what he's doing actually. He's saying, I got 5 spades, I got 4 hearts, right? And playing in 4. If I happen to have 4 hearts, right, that would be my second option. But since I showed him spades, he might be saying, thanks for the 3 spades, but I got 4 hearts too. Do you want to play in a 4-4? I think that's what the robot is getting by here. That's what he's saying. Playing in a 4-4 is often a better situation than playing 5-3, because you have. Anybody have any idea why playing 4 and 4 is an easier, sometimes, mostly, a better situation than playing in a 5-3? Yeah, you can rough in either hand, exactly. Exactly, gives you roughing in either hand. All right, so 4 hearts, obviously we're going to say, no, we don't want to play that. We'll play in 4 spades, and we'll see if he goes on from there. No, so that's all he was doing. He was saying 5-4, and there it is, 5-4, and go ahead and take your pick. I'm sure the robot will play it. Fabulous. Let me see if I can find another one. Yeah, unfortunately, the robot will insist on playing it all the way through. So I hope. I mean, this is the important thing. We didn't have a 4-4 fit. Margie, if we'd had 4 hearts, we very well might have decided to play 4 hearts, but we only had 3 hearts. So we decided, yeah, let's play the 5-3. But that's why the robot offered it up. Clever robot, huh? You can see he has 4 hearts and 5 spades. He used the new minor forcing. Did he go down? I wasn't watching. That robot. All right. Let's try to bid this one together. Okay, we got 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points. How would you? If you've been with me a little bit and you went through the bidding classes, you know I insist that we name our hands right at the start. Right? I want to name my hand, and I want to know what I'm going to bid second. I want to know what my rebid is. And that's before I bid my hand, I'm going to have the answer to those two things. I'm going to have named my hand. Balanced minimum, absolutely. Balanced minimum. And I'm going to decide what's my second bid before I lay the first card down. What's the second bid? Yeah, one no trump. That's how we define. That's how we define a balanced minimum hand, 12 to 14, right? Does anybody bid clubs here? Just out of curiosity. I've been I've been known to do that from time to time. But here I'll go ahead and bid the top four first. We get a one spade bid, and now we know what our second bid is. And why I want you to know what your second bid is, because it's really distracting for people to sit around the table thinking about their obvious bids, right? It gives away information. It confuses people. This should be a routine. This auction to this point should have taken about 10 seconds. Okay. Two clubs, new minor, right? Or the other minor, right? The forcing bid, unlimited spade suit, 4 plus spades, 5 plus points, and now he bids two clubs, and we know he has at least an invitational hand. All right, so we have to tell him, sorry, partner, I don't have either major. I don't have 3 spades. I don't have 4 hearts. And we're going to show him our point range. If we're at the top of our range, or we have something really special about our hand that makes us think it's worth 14 high card points, we can go to 3 no trump. Otherwise, what we want to do is to deny. Now, obviously, the robot and I are having a little difference of opinion here, but 2 diamonds, the way I'm going to teach it, and you can tweak these things, 2 diamonds would say 12 to 13, 2 no trump would say 14. All right? Let's see if he agrees with that. Yeah, 12 to 13, 4 or 5 diamonds, right? That's what it's using. Now, 2 no trump, saying basically the same thing. So I'm not sure what the difference is. Does anybody see it? I don't. It's the same bid, right? It doesn't make any difference. So I'm going to go ahead and bid 2 diamonds, showing a weaker hand, 6, right? Because we have 14. And now he will sign off into no trump, which I'll get a chance to play, but I'm not going to. So what do we think about robots bids? 7, 8, 4, 12 points with a very, very nice spade suit. Would anybody be pushing on to game on this hand in no trump? I don't know. Let's try another. Oh, okay, good. We switched sides. Yeah, go ahead, Alan. What's up? Can we play with 7 trump? Nick asks. Hell yeah. One of the things to learn about is in life is to learn how to play 4-3 major fits. I think probably 2 no trump might be the better place, but certainly the question is, how do we get to 2 spades? What does 2 spades show after my denial of 2 diamonds? And we'll get to that later on. The 2 diamond response, if I opened diamonds, is going to be at least 4, 99% of the time. The 2 diamonds, when it's used, that direction should be alerted, right? Because it's showing something other than a natural bid. 4, 4, 3, 2, Alan, is the only time when I would open a diamond first. So like I said, 90% of the time, you're going to have 4 diamonds. Could also have 5, right? A balanced hand could have 5 diamonds. All right, so what do we got here? Now we're in the fun hand. Let's bid this one. We've got 9, 12, 6, 18 points. What's the first thing you know when you pick up 18 points and your partner has opened? I know some of you out there, and some of you out there, there you go, there's the slam, that's Marg. Taz, slam. Jim, slam. Excellent. Anytime you hit 28, 29, 30 points, slam has got to be in your mind, right? But obviously, you are in control and nothing is going to stop you from getting to game at least. So the question is, how would we go about getting to game, and how will we figure out where we want to play it? What's our first bid? No, we're not going to jump. We're not going to use a solo way strong jump shift. We're gonna play one hardest forcing. Yeah. The ambiguous major, right? Could be 5 points, or it could be the 18 or whatever we had here. I forgot what we had. Right? Could be 4 hearts, or it could have been all the rest of the hearts in the deck. Right? So 1 no trump, 12 to 14 minimum balanced hand in North's hand. So what do we still want to look for a suit, right? Our bid is, Jim wants to bid 2 clubs, and he's going to call that the other major, the new major, right? Now, partner, see, you could say this shows something. And this is where I have problems with this shows something. The fact of the matter is, I don't need to show crap to my partner here, right? I'm in control of this hand, right? The last thing I want my partner doing is thinking, all right? I want to know, do you have some heart support for me, right? Just answer the question, please, right? And he has. He's bid 2 hearts, and because he didn't jump, what do we know? $12 to 13. So we have a trump suit. Right? We know he has 12 to 13 points. What do we have? 9, 12, 6, 18. So we've got at most 31 points, maybe 30 points. We have controls and spades. We have diamonds open right now. He bid the diamonds though, so we're not quite dissuaded. So how do we go from here is the problem. Right? If we still want to investigate slam, my first question to you is, because I've only promised 4 hearts and the 2 clubs didn't change that, will partner know if I start bidding other suits that we have a heart fit? Marsha, I can't see North's hand. I can't see North's hand. Show 3 clubs. Should North show 3 clubs instead of 2 to show points? South. Oh, no. 3 clubs is an actual suit. Okay? And I don't think that you really want to do that, because it's going to be, you're using up a whole level when you still really want to find out whether you have hearts. So here's some encouragement for 3 clubs here. But notice the explanation here, right? I still haven't set trump. I have not set trump. And that's a problem, right? Because if you recall from our 2/1 lessons, we can't show control bids until we have a game force in place and we have agreement on trump. Right? So what does 3 hearts mean? 3 hearts is invitational. Right? We know partner might turn that down. That would suck. 4 hearts, that puts us in game, shows up to 17 points. 3 clubs, like I said, it's forcing. It's forcing. That has that value to it, Taz. Haven't really set trump yet, but at least it keeps the auction going. Let's try it. And we get 3 no trump. Oh, you cheaters. That's right, I'm sharing the screen in Zoom, and that's up over there. Okay, so 3 no trump. So our goal here of trying to find a slam try is pretty frustrating. Four clubs is just showing more clubs. Four no trump. Two hearts shows three pieces, exactly. But until our partner knows that we have hearts, we haven't set the trump suit, and because of that, we can't start bidding controls. See that I can undo that. Oh no, hit redeal. Sorry, folks. Same hand, so we'll go through it fast. He opens with something. I bid one heart. This is a key here. Yeah, we know we have a 5-3, right? We use the new minor forcing. We know there's 5-3, right? So three hearts becomes an invite. Four hearts becomes the game bid. If you bid four no trump here, it's black heart. It's blackwood in hearts. It's key card asking hearts. Why? What's the problem? No, that doesn't always work that way. You have to have agreed. That would not work there. Be careful of that rule. That's not always true. Let's skip it for right now. For no trump here would be key cards and ask. What would we be worried about with a key card ask here? We know we have 30, 31 points. One ace, which is it? Yeah, we got that useless doubleton, right? Now, if our partner came back, and we have what? We have two key cards. We have three key cards. So if he comes back with one, well, isn't that give us a promise that it's we got the ace king of hearts? So he's either going to have the ace of spades or the ace of diamonds, right? One doesn't help then, right? We could lose two diamonds off the top. So, anyways, we're not going to look into it any further than this. Going to bid four hearts and hope that we don't have it. Hope that king of clubs is offsides to go along with losing the ace of diamonds. All right. Is there a double dummy? There's no double dummy option here. So 1, 2, 3, 5 is 8. King of diamonds for sure is 9, and onside king certainly would get us 10, and probably going to set up a diamond trick. So we definitely have game, and whether or not we'd have slam would depend on would likely depend on that club finesse. All right, let's leave that one and keep moving along. Here's a different thing. Let's see who's going to be. The problem is that it makes it look like a second suit instead of Ellen. So we're on lead again. Name the hand. What do we have? Balanced minimum, right? 4, 4, 3, 2. Balanced hands are 5, 3, 3, 2. 4, 4, 3, 2 with 4 trips 3. Okay. And in terms of range, we have 8, 9, 3, 12. A balanced minimum hand. We know right away that what we're going to do is our second bid will be one no trump, unless our partner happens to bid hearts, in which case we will simply raise it 1. Steady bids the spades. Okay, now here we get to a classic issue with new minor forcing, right? The first two priorities are show spades first with 3, or bid hearts with 4 as our second option. Now, once you start thinking about this for a while, you're gonna think, well, geez, why if I could show 4 hearts and then he could just bid spades if he had 5 of them? right? And that's one way to handle it. And it's how you handle it playing two-way new minor forcing. But here we're going to hold to our rules. This is something you might discuss with a partner someday in the future. Which major do I bid first? My 3 spades or my 4 hearts? Here we're going to bid the spades. We're not going to jump, right? Because we only have 12 to 13. And he jumps straight to game. Now remember, partner's in control of this hand. We limited our hand with the 1 no trump. We don't need to think anymore after that, right? We answer the question. He places the contract. The only thing we might see is he might say something like, well, would you rather play in this 4-4 fit, like that one hand we saw, or we could still play this in 3 no trump, or whatever. But he's, for 99% of the time, he's going to set the contract, or she's going to set the contract. The person who yanks the gadget out of the toolbox is the person who controls the hand, right? So don't yank it out of the toolbox and then expect your partner to to figure out where the contract should be. Looks like he's going to come through for us this time, huh? Good robot. All right. What do we bid? If you decide to bid the that you're going to say that in that particular auction where you have an opportunity to show 4 hearts before you show 3 spades, and if you decide to play it that way with your partner, it doesn't matter what you think it's forcing or not, because you limited your hand already. Partner is in control. You're just answering a question, right? So if you decide that you're going to bid 4 hearts first, it's not forcing. He can pass it if he wants, but I don't know why he would. He needs to, he's got at least 11, and he doesn't know yet whether you're invitational, whether you got 14 or not. I guess if you were jumping to 4 hearts, this is why I don't like it. I think you show your sport first, then you're not dicking around with it later on. 10, 14 points. 1 clubs. Anybody up for 1 no trump with that heart suit? Any arguments for upgrade? Yeah. 5 cards maybe. Another heart maybe. But a 4-3-3, I'm actually thinking it's because of the balanced nature, it's not quite as good as the 14 points it's showing. But in any event, 1 club. 1 spade. Rebid. The balanced minimum hand, 12 to 14. And there we get our new minor forcing. Kind of have the same 4-3 situation here as we had last time, don't we? First priority, support with 3. Second priority, if you don't have the 3, bid 4 of the other major. If you don't have either, then show range with a no trump bid. Getting some 2 spades. There's a 3 spade. Yeah, this is a 14-point hand. This is a good enough hand. I mean, for a second there, I was thinking about no trump. I mean, about opening 1 no trump. So we'll give it a jump. Yeah, I've got 14 high card points, and I've also got the spades. So what is diamonds? Oh my goodness. I don't know why the robot would offer us that. We're not going to say anything about it, but do we want to stop and show our 4 hearts since he's bidding crazy? Yeah, why not? And then he stops in 4 spades. So I'm not sure why. I guess 4 diamond. I don't know what 4 diamonds, why he bid that. Let's see what his hand looks like. Well, he's unbalanced hand with 5-4. Then I bid the hearts, so he actually knew it was a 4-4 there, and yet he chose to play in the spades. Well, BBO is letting us down here. They should be showing you this. Why wouldn't BBO show? Oh, I know why. I'm sorry. It's because I have him kibbing south. Yeah, here. Switch it to kibbing north, and you should see it. We can see the hand when it's done. You didn't really need to see him. The fantastic play of the robot on this one. All right. So you can see it was 5-4-4. I guess he showed us that. I'm not sure why he showed us the diamonds. Anybody got any ideas? He's got 11 points and a void. It seems to me like 4 spades is a pretty good bid. No idea. Yeah, it's not a control because we don't have a game force in place. Jim says it's just merely bragging. I have no idea. But it did give me a chance to show my 4 hearts and actually gave him a chance to play 4-4. But he chose to play the 5-3 instead. All right, let me figure this out a little bit better. So I'm going to be playing it ultimately. So I'm going to have us kib south. Yeah, maybe. And yeah, I think probably it was some sort of shape showing bid. But a lot of times, no, I don't. It was not. When we looked at the explanation, it was not agreeing. It was not agreeing on trump yet. It said 4 spades and 4 diamonds. So let's not worry about that. I would have just gone straight to 4 spades on that one, by the way. All right. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Lots and lots of queens. Everybody opening this hand? Anybody passing this one? 12 and 8. Isn't that a rule of 20? Yeah. It's kind of a sloppy little hand. But notice all this. Notice one thing about all of our points. What's good about our quacks and our jacks and our queens? Does anybody? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. There's sequences. There's no gaps in them. Anytime one gets taken, the next one gets promoted. I think this is good enough to open. I would not have counted the points beyond. I got 12, and my second bid is going to be 1 no trump. This is a balanced minimum hand to me. So I'm going to rebid 1 no trump. He bids spades. And now I'm thinking, oh boy, I get to play 1 no trump. If he leaves me here, I get to play with this crappy hand I opened. But, new minor forcing. 3 spades? No. 4 hearts? No. 14 points? No. Bid 2 diamonds. And that's that. See, once you limit your hand, basically in any auction, once you limit your hand, you've really relinquished control over to your partner. Okay. Once your partner limits their hand, right? Now you can make some judgments. If I'm north and I see that limited hand across the table, I got a pretty good idea where we're going to end up or what we can do. If I had not bid that 1 no trump, right? If I'd bid, say, 2 clubs, if it was 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 clubs, I'm still a limited hand, but only to the extent that I didn't jump shift. So now my hand goes from being 12 to 17, 18 points. Right? It's still a limited hand, but game is certainly still possible. which is why a jump shift is always forcing. If a game is possible still, it's a forcing bid. So we'll leave it in 2 no trump there. I'm not sure this one has come up yet. Name that hand. Yeah, minimum balance hand. What are the possible rebids? After you open 1 diamond, what are the possible rebids? There you go, Alan. Exactly. Partner bids 2. If partner bids a heart, I'll raise him 1. If he bids spades, I'm going to put him in no trump. If he bids 1 no trump, what am I going to do? I'm going to pass. Right? So we know what we're doing on our second bid. Don't make a bid and then sit around the table waiting to decide what to do on your rebid. Figure out where it's going to go and what you got. If you have a starting point, it's a lot easier to get to the next point. Diamond, 1 spade, 1 no trump. Minimum balanced hand, partner. I'm doing you a favor. I'm limiting my hand 12 to 14 balanced. And partner gives me 2 clubs. The new minor. Do we have 3 spades? No. Do we have 4 hearts? Yes. So we show him the other major. All right. Everybody's in favor of our 2 hearts, right? Because we're not going to jump. We're not going to jump. We got 9, 10. We got 13 points in ace, king, queen of diamonds. You don't think that's worth pretending that it's 14? If partner has 11, bad 12, opposite this, do we want to be in 2 hearts or do we want to be in 4 hearts? Now, 2 no trump is not going to be an answer. 2 no trump would be denying and saying we have top of a range, but we don't have the majors, so we can't bid 2 hearts. I mean 2 no trump. All right. Surprised I can't tempt some of you into thinking this is a 14-point hand. By the way, this auction is why you need to be careful when you use this. Well, not this action. If I bid 3 hearts here, saying I had 14 high card points, right? Then that we end up in 3 no trump. And if my partner had thought, I'll use new minor force even though I have 8 points, right? We'd be in a world hurt right now. That's why you want to have invitational or better. But here he clearly has game points across from mine. There we go. And, I don't know about you, Mark, but the way I figure it's this, that, the more times that I cannot use my brain at the bridge table, I'm happier. I want all those moments of rest. I want to be dummy. When I'm dummy, I don't watch my partner play. I just sit there and stare and try to pull the right card when he calls it, right? This is another time when partner pulls out a tool, you just make sure you give him accurate information. They can decide where he wants to play it, right? And if he puts you in 3 no trump and it's a bad contract, after you go down 1, you can kind of look at him and say, well, partner, did the best I could with what you gave me. All right. 6, 12, 14, right? Obvious 3 no trump game. So that's the other major. Let's try another one. Here's another other major. 8, 11, 12 points. We're naming this hand, right? So balanced minimum hand. It's the same thing we had before. And actually the same bids we had before, right? If it's not the same hand, is it? No, that's right. We had that great sequence before. All right, 1 diamond, 1 spade, 1 no trump, Routine hand here, new minor forcing. Ambiguous major with the spade, follows it up with an invitational or better bid, asking us to show spades in support, delayed spade support, or show our hearts. We're minimum. We'll show them 2 hearts, denying 3 spades, right? And we end up in 3 no trump again. This is not a hard gadget, and it is so useful. So useful. All right, name this hand. Does new minor forcing only apply after a minor opening? The answer is no. Why is that? Because if we go 1 heart and then our partner bids 1 spade, is the 1 spade ambiguous? Right? It still could be just 4 spades, and it still could be all the rest of the spades. It could be 5 points, or it could be all the rest of the points in the deck. Right? I will tell you, though, that people will often miss it. But 2 clubs, I mean, if it goes 1 heart, 1 spade, 1 no trump, a bid of 2 clubs is the same sort of check back. Tell me about your spades. Okay? It's the same thing, but you'll see that missed often enough. Notice one thing here. While great question, because there are other ways to play this, right? 1 heart, 1 spade, 1 no trump. A lot of people will play a a new minor forcing-like convention called XYZ. And XYZ refers to bids that go 1X, 1Y, 1Z. And anytime you have a 1-1-1 bid, then you use the clubs and the diamonds to check back on the majors. And that's playing XYZ. But we won't get into that right now. But it's worth noting for later on. So what do we got? We got a balanced max. Balanced almost maximum. 8, 3 is 11, and 7 is 18. Opening bid. And what's our rebid? Or rebids? Any other possible bid? Yeah, I mean, if he bid, no, can't do a reverse. Reverse always promises longer in the first suit bid. Always. Always, always. Yeah, I know. But besides that, yeah, if he had bid a heart, right, then we probably still jump to 3 hearts. I'm not sure if we're good enough here to jump to 4 hearts. Okay, but we're right. This is the next step up the ladder, right? New minor forcing applies here as well. The robot didn't want to play it, however. He's just going to, it looks like that's a Stamen bid. I mean, a Gerber. Oh, God. Okay. You could also use new minor forcing in this situation. 3 clubs here is new minor forcing, and that's how you would check back on your spades. All right. But apparently, over 1819, my partner is taking control of this auction and wants to know my aces using a convention that should never have been invented. So we got 1, 2, 3 aces. 4 diamonds is 0 or 4. 4 hearts is 1. 4 spades is 2. So 4 no trump is 3, right? 1, 2, 3. That's got him. If he passes that, yeah, okay. I don't know. You guys can see that hand, but I'm not really paying attention to it. Now you can't. Well, we ended up with 6 no trump, which is probably going to be the best contract, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tricks before we even start doing any work. But we could have used check back on this. Here, let me load it up again. And I'm going to switch seats. And we'll kib north. So I need to switch the kibbing thing. Oh, no, 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 no. And we'll have to watch him play it. Oh, well. So we're going to kib north. Okay, we'll let him finish up. Anybody got any questions in the mix? 2-no trump just says you have points, not hearts. Exactly. Exactly. You got a balanced hand, right? Let's say that you had a 2-suited unbalanced hand, say 2 spades, 4 hearts, 2 diamonds, 5 clubs, right? Then you could bid 1 club over the 1 spade, you could bid 2 hearts. Now you're showing unbalanced 5-4, and because you are forcing him to support one of your suits at the 3 level, it's a reverse, right? So you have to have extra values. If you're going to force your partner to bid at the 3 level, you better have extra points. But even more that, but in that situation, you're unbalanced, right? And that's the key. Okay, now I'm going to load this back up. And I think I have it set right. You're kibbing north, right? Teaching options, kibbing north, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Now, 1 spade. This is an opportunity for me to use 3 clubs, right? I could find out whether my partner had 3 spades. And I didn't give him a chance to bid hearts, right? He's a balanced hand. So when I do this, I'm giving him a chance, show me the heart, show me 3 spades, or show me 4 hearts. He shows me 4. So now I have a choice, right? I have 4-4 in hearts I could play, which has some pull for me, right? Because I got that stiff diamond. It is in his suit, but still. Maybe the robot did this because it was going to be easier. I don't know. I mean, where do I bid now to look for slam? Could lose the ace king of spades off the top. Well, maybe the robot had the right idea. I wonder what 4-no trump is. It's probably, blackwood. So let's see. I've got 1, 2. If he comes back with 1, it could be the ace of diamonds. But we'd sign off in 5 hearts there anyways. So don't want to go there at this point in time. So my point is that using 3 clubs here over a 2-no trump bid is let's try another one doing the same thing. And north's going to be the declare, so I'll leave you here. Yeah, 4-no trump would imply hearts for trump at that point. 1 club. 6, 7. How is this anything here? 1 heart. Oh, the ambiguous major, right? 6, 7. I guess this is just here as a demo. 2-no trump. It's game forcing at that place. There's no way to stop below game. So he has to have a game forcing hand. So South has 18 to 19. I've got 6, 7. Well, this is the answer to Kate's question right now. 6, 7, right? And partner has 18 points. We know we want to be in game. And we want to be in game in the other major. Is there a situation where he wouldn't have bid spades, though? Why wouldn't he have bid spades? One club, one heart, one spade. Be forcing. Yeah. I think he wanted to show points right away. I think he could have four spades still. Yeah, maybe he couldn't reverse. He has that 4-4. He has four clubs and four spades. Exactly. Good idea, Margie. So he couldn't be, he could still have the four spades, but a balanced hand. Indeed, that's what it is. He has the four spades, but didn't have the shape for a reverse. So we have a spade fit. Do I want to go looking for slam? 18 points with a stiff diamond. What would partner need to have for us to have slam? Right? He would need to have ace king hearts, ace of spades, that's 11, ace clubs, 15, probably some queens, 17, 18. I'd be asking for a perfect hand. And I'd be asking for him to not have like queen jack of diamonds or something like that. Wasted points. So I think I'm just going to bid four spades. Some people will just call this check back, by the way. I've noticed this playing with partners in club games. And they'll say, do you play check back? And I'll have to go, well, I don't know what that is. And they go, well, if we have this sequence and I bid two no trump, then you use a club bid. And they play it just all club bids are the check back. They don't actually play it as new minor forcing. I'm liking our chances. All right, we're at 5-10. We'll do one more. One more just because we had some tech at the beginning that was the we'll just show the hands, Mark. I screened, did not record the Zoom, so all I'm going to have is basically what I've been seeing, which should be good enough. That should be good enough. You guys are not getting to see all the hands because you're in the kib box, but since I'm at the table, I get to see them. So the screen recording will be fine for you. Yeah, that's a reverse, still showing 5-4. All right, last one. I'm surprised that how many people are watching in Zoom. Okay, 8-10 points. I'm passing, right? Am I opening this hand? All right. Nobody's attracted to that 5-4. Oh, here's our one heart, one spade bid. Right? Ambiguous major, except that we don't have all the rest of the points in the deck. How many points could I have? Did I hit redeal or something? Is this actually the hand I had? I have a good title on it. Oh, okay. The robot is responsible for this one, by the way. Sitting in my seat, robot used new minor forcing here. What do you think? This was a hand from some instant game, probably. Are you happy with one spade, or do you want to bid new minor forcing? Two diamonds, 5-4, give him a choice to play there, or do you have 10 points, couple aces, ace in his first suit. Wants to upgrade. The robot upgraded this hand and bid 2 clubs. New minor forcing. Yeah, I'm not sure that I would have done this. But I do have 8 to 10 points, and not only that, I'm a limited hand, so partner's not going to go nuts, right? He's going to figure me for 10, 11 points. And my partner jumps. Now what do I do? Yeah. So he has how many points? Yeah, he's at the high end of his one no trump. 14 and 10. All right, in terms, if you're just counting points, that's 14 and 10. I think that equals 25. Four spades, or do we just pass? I don't know anything about doing that. You know that. I have no idea what you're even talking. One for distribution. I don't know what that means. Do I have 10 tricks is the question I want to know. I'm not sure I see it. Ace third. I like the ace in his suit a lot. Where are his points? What if he could have king, queen, jack of spades for 6 points? King of hearts is 9. I mean, how he's only got 14. That's yeah. I don't do dubious either. You know why? Why I don't think that queen of clubs is dubious? Because partner could have the king of clubs. Partner could have jack 10 of clubs. Sitting by itself, sure, yeah, it doesn't look too good, but I don't see any reason why he couldn't have. He could be short in clubs. He's got hearts and spades. I don't think I have a lot of club losers in this hand. I think I have at most 2 club losers. And if he's got an honor over there, we don't even have that. So I mean, all those counting systems are great to learn and kind of give you an idea of what's good, but until you just start bidding based on what you think you can take or how the hand will play, you'll always be at a disadvantage to world-class players. We're always at a disadvantage to them always. But the better players are not thinking about dubious honors. No expert is using Bergen count. All right. Well, I went to 4 spades. Oh, sorry, I jumped. I was self-hand with the robot. And the robot with these 10 points then jumped as well. So this is all robot evaluation. I guess I'm questioning it still even as we go. Right? Robot chose to use new minor. Robot over my jump chose to go to 4 spades. Clubs turned out to not be a problem. We got 2 diamonds, right? 2, 3. We got a heart suit, and we got a spade suit. What do you think? This is a lot of spades. Turned out he had all the side ones. That's some work. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Set up maybe 3 heart tricks somehow. He's got to set up the heart tricks. That's the only way to play this hand, right? Got to set up some hearts and pitch some diamonds, and maybe if you're lucky, pitch a club. Yeah. Bass players here. I'm a bass player too. I forgot you were around. All right. Yeah, I guess we could look up here on the double dummy. I don't feel like playing. He made it. He made it. Oh, and you look at the king jack of spades, looking at the other hand here. Well, let's claim it. We can look at it all. King jack. So does that mean we only end up losing 1 spade that way, right? Or they got the 9-8. King of hearts is onside. Not going to help a whole lot though, because you're going to set up the heart suit. So you're going to have to lose to the king. Anyways, he did good. He made, and we did well on that. Okay. So next week we're going to stay on new minor forcing. I'll send you some materials on the next part. And what we're going to look at are, well, what do we do with some different other shapes? Well, what if we have 6 of a major? How do we bid it? How do we invite with 6 versus game forcing with 6? And we're going to look at some hands that are involved in that. So basically, we're going to look at something just slightly beyond our basic continuations that we did today. All right. I will have something out to you later this week, probably have the movie out later. Like I said, if you want to be on the email list, here's my email. You can be on the next steps list. It will cost you absolutely nothing. And we've had some good times over the last couple of years with next steps, and it keeps growing. So, um, and I guess that's it. Talk to you later, and thanks a bunch. Wexford's going to sit around here a second, and I'm going to try to get him on Zoom for next time. Way back here somewhere is the Zoom address.